Hello, welcome back everybody. I am the Bradley Assassin. This is the Bradley Assassin live stream. We stream live every day here at the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel, where we discuss cryptocurrency as a whole and all things related to cryptocurrency. We appreciate everyone taking the time out of their day to give us some views, and we need all the likes and subscribes we can get, so please smash those buttons while you're here. And you hit the notification bell too as well. That way you know every time we go live, so you don't miss out on any cryptocurrency discussions and any of our free giveaways that we have here often at the Bradley Assassin live stream. Hello, welcome back everybody. Good to see everyone hopping in so quickly. Appreciate the views. Did some more digging today and pulled up some information, some news we have in the crypto space today. I'm going to share with everybody. Hopefully it's some strong information, something that perhaps some of you haven't gotten yet. So that's what we do here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. Try and keep everybody notified so we can make better investing decisions. Market down a little bit overall over the last couple of days, except Cardano perhaps. And as you guys probably noticed in my topic and the title for today's live stream, we have an official date for Cardano's hard fork. It was released yesterday or so, but I couldn't confirm it, so I didn't want to announce it yesterday without being 100% certain. But now we are 100% certain, so I'm going to go ahead and let everyone know what's up with that. Okay. All right, welcome back everybody. Thanks for hopping in. A lot of action right away today. That's what we like to see. Okay, so we're gonna I made a few little upgrades on the stream, just some things that you guys may not notice, but it makes things a little bit, transitions and stuff, a little bit smoother. I made a separate scene for our daily coin market cap recaps, so it should be a little bit cleaner when we're making the transition and stuff like that. Just things that I've been putting off because I'm so slammed yesterday. Also, for those that have been monitoring the stream and have been with the Bradley Assassin live stream for some time, know that I plan on releasing a series of videos in relation to mining very soon. And I was hoping to be able to get most of the materials and parts and stuff we needed on Amazon so it'd be accessible to everyone. But obviously, parts are very, very difficult to come by right now, and if you can get them, they are very expensive. So what I did was, because some of you that are familiar with me know I've been mining for a few years, and I've made not so much connections, but I've ordered parts and graphics cards and stuff from numerous places, and I have a kind of a plethora of knowledge, or at least places I can research. So what I did was, aside from the graphic cards, which I've been on a waiting list for a while now, so I'm just hoping to get some of those at some point in the next month or so. But even the motherboards and normal stuff is just crazy expensive if you can get them. So I reached out to a company that I've used in the past and asked if they would be willing to consider sponsorship, or at least if they have some sort of affiliate program, so that we can get better deals to my community here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. And I'm waiting to hear back from them. I don't want to say their names yet, obviously, until we know, because I reached out to two people. I don't want to get in with someone if we can work a deal out and give somebody else, it wouldn't work out with the other person. But secondly, there is a company in China that I reached out to as far as a production of a kit that would allow us to knock out motherboards, CPUs, power supplies, motherboards, and a case and fans that would knock it all out at once. And I'm waiting to hear back on two different companies from China. If I can make a large purchase to get into their order limit, so be it, and then I could turn around and then bring the savings to the community. But that's all. That just takes time. Those kind of things with logistics, especially how difficult the parts are to get. Once I get some word from either of those two companies, I will let everyone know which way we're going to go. And it's all in an effort to get the best price and the best package for everyone that would be interested in mining, because right now it's ludicrous. But that's where we are right now. So that's in the works. And like I said, I don't want to name names until one of them comes back to me and either lets me know that they're not interested or that they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to out any of those companies until we get some information. But that's just on the mining front. That's coming. All that information will be in the video series pretty soon. So first and foremost, I think we should touch on ADA, Cardano. As you can see on the ticker, we are still holding steady at $1.13. So obviously we actually fully recovered from the crash, aka sell-off, whatever you want to call it, we had a couple days ago, and it's about to get even better. So what we're going to do is pop on over. First and foremost, we're going to do a coin market cap recap, go over the market really fast, and then I'll show you, ladies and gentlemen, some news I pulled up with some official confirmation dates on the Cardano hard fork. Okay, so let's test out the brand new coin market cap scene. Ladies and gentlemen, graphic please. And there we go, the new sexy coin market cap recap scene. And I can interact with it, and it should be much smoother than the display capture. The display capture was kind of wonky, but anyway, okay, we're currently sitting at $1,470,000,000, ladies and gentlemen, in the entire space, cryptocurrency space. And moving down a little bit, we can see Bitcoin holding steady at number 1 at just about $48,000. Ethereum number 2 at $1,530. We have Cardano up to the number 4 spot, and it's just looking fantastic for Cardano right now, sitting at a market cap of just under 35 billion, and puts the coin at $1.12. Number 5, Tether, the dollar coin. Number 6, Polkadot at $32.49. Number 7, XRP at 45 cents. Litecoin in the number 8 spot at $186. Number 9, Chainlink, sitting pretty at $26, obviously down with the rest of the market, but we do have some fantastic news for Chainlink, which just makes its implementation and case use even stronger across the entire blockchain space. We'll get to that in a minute. And rounding out the top 10 is Bitcoin Cash at $510. We got some other coins of note are Stellar Lumens at 39 cents, Uniswap 24.19, the ultra popular Dogecoin at 51 cents. We also have Crypto.com at 16 cents. Solana, very hot lately, at $14.46. Tron down to 4.6 cents, 4.7 cents, give or take. Tron might be a decent buy opportunity. Theta at $3.04. I'm very interested in Theta. I'm heavily considering moving some coin into Theta. But those that follow the stream know that VeChain at number 31 is my favorite all-time, long-time investment, I should say, here in the cryptocurrency space. Sitting at 4.1 cents, in my personal opinion, a fantastic time to buy some more VeChain. And that's the coin market cap recap right now for the Bradley Assassin live stream. Okay, and we're hopping back into mainstream real quick before we switch back over to display capture, so we can take a look at some news that we have for everyone. I know everyone's kind of waiting on this, and we're up to 81 viewers right now. So, and 33 likes. So we got some room for some likes and some subs. So smash those buttons before we move into the Cardano updates, please. If the screen is blurry, it might be on your side, my friend. I'm broadcasting at 1080p. I used to broadcast at 720. So the higher resolution and bitrate might be a little troublesome for some people. That's why I don't stream at 4K, because a lot of people have trouble with their internets at that point. But let me know if it's happening for anyone else. I seem to be having a perfect stream. Yeah, I'm not having any frame rate problems or anything. Just let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, moving on. Let's go ahead and touch on the Cardano news right away, ladies and gentlemen. So hopping on over to display capture, we can see from FX Street, Mr. Lorenzo Stroh, who we get a lot of information from fxstreet.com. They very updated reporting from the old fxstreet.com. But you can see here Cardano price is primed for new all-time highs as ADA protocol prepares for a new upgrade. And this was confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. Cardano has fully confirmed that it will launch the Mary upgrade on March 1st, ladies and gentlemen. So In 4 days, ladies and gentlemen, we will officially be having the merry hard fork from Cardano. And it says Cardano will support native tokens and multi-assets in this next upgrade. And we'll touch on that in a second. And then it says the update should have a positive effect on Cardano price, potentially pushing it to new all-time highs. So moving down a little bit, they just go into, you know, obviously when it's coming out and the merry hard fork and yada yada. But a lot of people were asking about native tokens being built on or that you can now create on Cardano. And there's a few different situations that are concerned that you know are related to that. But one of the most popular right now, and it's something that seems to be taking off. I personally don't really get it. I have to admit, maybe I'm just, you know, the old guy in the group, and I didn't want to look more into it. But these NFTs, that's what Cardano is going to be bringing and allowed to be created in just one part. It says here, smart contracts will arrive either way. So they're bringing smart contracts too as part of the hard fork, but they're not necessarily for creation of tokens. These tokens can be NFTs, utility, or governance tokens, and more. So some of the NFTs, I don't know if you guys have looked into that at all, but you can basically create like art and memes and images and just fun stuff like that and sell them. And it's kind of like original digital art, and people are making a ton of money off of this for the digital realms and spaces. And like I said, I need to look into it some more because it's a little curious to me, but people are interested in it. And then moving on and touching a little bit more on Cardano, this is obviously the breaking news, and this is the official merry hard fork date that everyone's been anticipating. So that's massive news. But touching on it even further, check this out. This is from businesswire.com that I dug up today. It says Global Crypto Investment Fund FD7 ventures to sell $750 million worth of Bitcoin to increase Cardano and Polkadot holdings. So this company is moving out a little bit, moving out of Bitcoin a little bit, or at least using some of their Bitcoin capital and converting to Cardano and Polkadot. And of course, with the Cardano news and the bullish movement and everything that's going on with Cardano, it definitely looks like that's the smart move right now. Of course, you know, it's always risky moving out of a more stable coin like that, but the gains seem to be worth the risk right now moving into Cardano. Okay. And we might as well knock out the rest of the news that I have for everybody while we're in the display capture right now. And some news I found on the graph, again from Mr. Lorenzo Stroh, reporting just today. Says the graph opened for trading on HIT BTC, increasing the odds for GRT price to surge by 15%. And for those that follow the stream know that I am invested in the graph. I personally think it's a fantastic project and it has huge potential. And those that aren't familiar with the graph is a project that's basically attempting to catalog information on the blockchain. Some people are calling it the Google of the blockchain, as it's going to allow people to access information fast and effectively and efficiently across the blockchain as a whole. And it says the graph price is facing a strong resistance level at $2.03. The digital asset got listed on HIT BTC in the past 24 hours. The number of graph whales has significantly declined in the past week. And they're just, you know, referring to the downshift in the entire coin, cryptocurrency space and that sort of thing. But the future for graph looks great, and I'm personally invested in it a little bit, not as much as VeChain and Cardano and those guys, but I think there's a place for the graph for sure. And then moving on to my number 2 favorite long-term coin in all of the crypto space. For those that follow here at the Breadless Assassin live stream, know how highly I think of Chainlink, and of course they came out with some amazing news for the project, saying Chainlink promises 10 times data with a new off-chain reporting overhaul. And if you go, and this is a pretty lengthy article, but they go into detail about how they've come up with this overhaul that's gonna they call it off-chain reporting, and it's basically, they're saying it's gonna 10x or tenfold the data speed and the efficiency and everything that and their oracles that bring real world data onto smart contracts. So they were already the leader, and they were already into everything. And now announcing that Chainlink is going to be bringing on this new off-chain reporting overhaul is just fantastic news, and even more reason to continue for the projects to continue using Chainlink and implementing them into the blockchain projects. Okay, and moving on, more information, ladies and gentlemen, that I pulled for everyone. Coinbase officially filed today for public offering. We knew that they were coming on this for a while. They announced it last month, I think, at some point. But today was the official filing for Coinbase to become a publicly traded stock. And moving down, you can see Coinbase Global Incorporated filed to the public with the Securities and Exchange Commission on Thursday, becoming the most prominent cryptocurrency focused company yet to tap the public markets. Coinbase, the largest US-based cryptocurrency exchange, has emerged as one of the most recognizable names in the industry, with more than 43 million verified users and about 2.8 million that use the company's trading platform monthly. The filing reveals how much Coinbase's business is tied to the ebbs and flows of the Bitcoin market. Its revenue more than doubled to $1.3 billion in 2020 amid a Bitcoin rally, while it posted a profit of $322 million in 2019 when Bitcoin trading was weak. It had a loss of $30 million on $533 million in revenue. And moving on, well, you got to subscribe to be in the Wall Street Journal, but you get the idea. Coinbase officially filed today, which we knew was coming, but today was the day. And even more news, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't stop there. I kept going. Check this out. We got JP Morgan. Everyone's familiar with JP Morgan in the financial world. JP Morgan says investors could make Bitcoin 1% of portfolios. You know, that's really good news. You know, a lot of their portfolios are very diversified in you know, obviously in the stock market and that sort of thing. And people were leery of moving into the crypto space because of how volatile it is. But they understand where Bitcoin's going. They understand how valuable it is. So now they're seeing that, you know, it's only 1% of a diversified portfolio, but they're still moving crypto into portfolios, which is huge, because 1% of the financial world, you know, the old money, so to speak, and that generation, and those people that are involved in the stock market space, there's a lot of money, obviously, in institutions and hedge firms and hedge funds and that sort of stuff. So just the fact that it's starting to move over a little bit is good news, and it'll only increase as the months and years go by. So that's good stuff. And lastly, I thought you guys would like this. This isn't I guess technically it affects everybody, but it's more interesting than anything. The last little piece I have was pulled from Yahoo Finance today, and it says crypto exchange asks customers to return Bitcoin after selling it at an 88% discount. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. And then it says, what happened? It says the largest crypto exchange in Southeast Asia, Philippines-based PDAX, experienced a technical failure that led to Bitcoin trading at $6,000, an 88% discount to its current price. And then it goes on and says, following the incident, PDAX asked its customers to return their Bitcoins, threatening legal action. It says, according to the exchange's CEO, the system error was not due to a hack, but to a technical glitch caused by a massive surge in trading activity. And then it says, hold on, let me scroll down a little bit, because it says right here, Rafael Padilla, an attorney representing the affected users who are currently locked out of their accounts, commented on the issue on Facebook. It says, our client's trade transaction was legitimate under applicable laws, decided cases, and of course, according to PDAX's very own terms and agreements. So this is probably going to get ugly before it gets better. It's going to be interesting to see the outcome on that. But that's all the news I have for everyone today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different topics we covered on. And of course, just reviewing the most important of the day, Cardano is primed for a new all-time high as ADA protocol prepares for a new upgrade. And it says Cardano has fully confirmed that it will launch the Merry upgrade on March 1st, aka the hard fork. So that was a lot of news we covered right there, ladies and gentlemen, but we wanted to get it all out so that anyone driving home from work or stuck at work or just listening on and can't view, that way everyone kind of knows where we're leaning towards the news on the Cardano official fork date, the graph news, the Chainlink news, and the Coinbase listing all getting knocked out today. Okay, let me see if I can catch up with some chat now. Mr. Mike says Bitcoin now in the 48K and dragging the market down with it. ADA still 10% up. Bitcoin today. Yeah, obviously, we mentioned that right at the beginning of the stream. Looks like the market's a little bit down today overall compared to the last day or so. But with Cardano still at $1.11 right now, Cardano is going to be fighting strong, especially with the upcoming hard fork in 4 days. The anticipation for that is amazing, and there's so much being brought onto the blockchain and into the network. It's going to be hard to keep that bullish sentiment down regardless of how the market reacts over the next few days. Mr. Don Hyen, I see you. Thank you, my friend. And Devon Jackson says, have you talked about Chainlink? Yes, my friend. Briefly, I can go ahead and pop up that display capture one more time for everyone that missed the Chainlink news, because the Chainlink news is actually very substantial. It's just kind of being overshadowed by the Cardano news. But real quick, we'll pop into the display capture one more time. And you can see here, this is from CoinDesk. This is the real deal, and this is happening, and it's been confirmed. Chainlink promises 10 times data with new off-chain reporting overhaul. So they've come up with an overhaul to the system where they can implement what they're calling off-chain reporting that's going to allow 10 times as much data to be processed. It's going to be faster, more efficient, and more accurate. And that's taking place now, from what I understand. And they're already the leader in the space with their oracles, and obviously now they're just gonna destroy everybody with this new platform and new off-chain reporting that they're implementing. From what I read, if you go read the article, it's pretty detailed, but they say how they've actually been working on it for a long time, and there was a lot of hurdles and stuff, and they perfected it, and it works perfectly now. And anytime you're already the leader in a space, and all of a sudden you can do the information you're bringing onto the smart contracts is 10 times faster and 10 times more whatever, it's just amazing news for Chainlink. Like I said, just outshadowed by the Cardano news, but both is fantastic news if either of those coins draw interest to anyone here at the Brilliant Assassin live stream. Mr. RW7610, welcome back, my friend, says, still have lots of faith in Doge, $1 by end of the year. Thanks for what you do in Louisiana rocks. Yeah, Doge is just still what it always was. It's got the support of influencers, celebrities. It wants to be the people's coin. It's got a huge backing from the community. It is what it is. It's just, it's going to have its upswings and downswings based on the media and the notoriety and the popularity. Do I think it can hit $1 by the end of the year? I personally do not. I think it can approach a 20 to 25 cent coin if everything continues to go continues to go well for it. I think long term, in the next year or two, I'd like to see it get to a 30 to 40 cent coin, but a 20 cent coin would be absolutely amazing for Dogecoin at some point this year, in my personal opinion. Any new news on the VeChain? I'm seeing a small drop, but nothing crazy. No, I dug around. I dug around, but we're still sitting on the fact that March looks to be probably the massive turnaround for VeChain, as a VeChain proof of authority 2.0 is expected, because we had dug around a few days ago, and when we found this news, a lot of things were supposed to happen in Q1. So we're approaching the end of February, and that'll leave us with a month. And so we're assuming proof of authority 2.0 probably going to launch in sometime in March, at the latest April. And then of course, it looks like there are over 1,200 projects in waiting to move onto the VeChain platform and blockchain once the Proof of Authority 2.0 takes effect. And then of course, it looks like the DeFi will be moving to VeChain once the Proof of Authority 2.0 is implemented. I mean, you're not going to start a DeFi project and then have to fork, or move into Proof of Authority 2.0 and have to make changes afterwards. So it looks like those things are probably going to hit kind of back to back. So we're fully expecting March to be monumental for VeChain. That's why I'm still trying to get as much as I can around this 4 cent mark while we're sitting here. Doobie School says, I heard about Elon apparently being investigated by the SEC. Will that affect Doge? I don't know, maybe. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sure that man's probably have every form of legality and or taxation breathing down his neck all the time. The fact that it's being reported now is probably just something, I don't know, someone caught somewhere along the way. It doesn't surprise me that he's being at least monitored by some organization. Mr. Jonas Valnos says, hey Bradley, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange site in India, CoinDCX, will accept Dogecoin very soon. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for that news. Like I had mentioned, not night before I went to work, it was around midnight, and I saw a massive influx of volume coming to Dogecoin. And one of our viewers had mentioned that there was a cryptocurrency exchange in South Korea, perhaps, that started accepting Doge. So in the last 48 hours, we have 2 new exchanges accepting Doge. So it's still looking very positive for Dogecoin. It's just, when you're looking for late breaking positive momentum news type stuff every day, you're not gonna have news every single day. I do my best to bring everyone everything I can find, but it's just the nature of the beast. Ultimately, these huge developmental announcements such as the Merry hard fork on Cardano, and then hopefully next month the VeChain 2.0 and that sort of stuff, that's the huge things. That's what we look for, but we try and fill the space. Mr. T-Bay Mufon, can you explain what the F of NFT is? Yes, I know. That's the weirdness of an NFT. It's a was it non-fungible token, if I'm not mistaken, is the actual term. It's very strange, and it seems to be taking off because that's the digital world for you, I suppose. But I see there's websites now. It was very focused on the developmental side, and you kind of had to have a lot of knowledge to create these things and whatnot. But there's actually sites now that are popping up that are allowing you to create these tokens without knowledge of the developmental side. Basically, you create an account, link a wallet, and then you can create these basically memes and digital images of whatever you want, and then you pay for it with Ethereum or whatever platform you're creating the NFT on, and basically it solidifies it as an original art or digital property, so to speak, and you can sell them and trade them and whatnot. And then I noticed people were playing with the idea of, well, it's not playing with the idea anymore, it's actually been done and is working. But people were playing with the idea of actually being able to basically redeem or convert NFTs into real world items. And if I'm not mistaken, I think one of the first companies and or websites / platforms to successfully do this is a company, a sock company. I know this is strange, and it is, but I guess you have to start somewhere to see if it works, if it's feasible. But people were able to redeem these NFT sock images, or art socks, I guess, maybe different styles or whatever, and redeem them for actual product. And So it's strange. I guess you have to start somewhere, and the market, it's the whole space is so brand new, and people are still discovering what it is really. But it's strange to say the least. But there's obviously a market for it. I read some gentleman sold some digital art he created, like a meme, for like 300 Ethereum, like 700 something $1,000. And it basically, so that the person that bought it had, can claim that he owns the original version of the meme. Look, I'm kind of indifferent right now because I don't have enough knowledge about it. I did research it, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, because hey, if people want to buy stuff like that, I mean, hell, I might attempt to go create some NFT token meme pictures. Crypto kitties, yes, Mr. Steven, thank you. That was kind of like a famous meme floating around the internet, and then someone, like, I guess made it into an NFT token, and like made it original or whatever, and then they trade for $1 million, and it's just like this 8-bit digital image of a cat with a rainbow coming out its butt. I'm gonna take some more time and really try and wrap my head around it. I think it is what it is. Like I think I'm understanding it. It's just I'm not grasping the idea of why it's exploding. But you might not need to, right? So yeah, that's something everyone might want to take some time and look into. Weird stuff, man. Mr. Modern Prometheus, welcome back, my friend. Says, not convinced Coinbase will take off when it IPOs. It may take some time, or it could dive before it goes up gradually. Well, I see, historically, it looks like a lot of IPOs or ICOs tend to like debut at an expected price point and then like dip severely, and then come back up, and then the investments build up, the market cap builds up. So I mean, you're probably right. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because this is a little bit unique, as Coinbase is like kind of the focus of exchanges and whatnot. So it could go either way. I really don't know how to comment on that one, but it'll be interesting to say the least. I personally am not going to invest in it right away, but I would like to see where it goes. That's for sure. What's up, Ian Ninja Defender? Welcome back, my friend. Glad you can catch us. I had kind of a strange day today. I had one of my bakeries, one of my vendors' trucks broke down, and I had to take the delivery later than normal, so I didn't get to start setting up the stream till later in the day. And then when I got home, our local city's utility company was digging out all of our ditches, like to help water flow and drainage. And I had some holes in my yard that I had business fiber installed at my home about a year ago, kinda. And the company that came and did it didn't fill the holes properly, so I had some big divots in my yard from when they had to burrow the fiber line. So I asked the gentleman that was digging the ditches if they would leave me some dirt, and I was thinking like a wheelbarrow of dirt. Bruh, they left like a crane load of dirt in my front yard. My wife and my father-in-law and I moved dirt for 3 hours. It was ridiculous. So I didn't get to start setting up the stream until a little bit later. But it's funny. I needed the dirt, but I mean, good Lord, I was like, bro, I just needed a barrel of dirt. You couldn't even see over the damn mound. So they were helping me out. They were cool, but it was like, I was like, bro, I have a shovel and a rake. Like, I have to move a metric ton of dirt here. Anyway, a day in the life of the breadless assassin, right? So let's see. $2 super chat from Mr. Modern Prometheus. Best crypto stream on YouTube. Great work. Thank you, my friend. I always appreciate the kind words. It's very flattering. Once again, you guys know I'm gonna keep pumping. I'm gonna do what I can and try and stay real, and hopefully we can get this information together and help our investment decisions. That's what we want, right? Mr. Stephen Toth says, The interesting part about NFTs is that the original creator of the content can still receive royalty. Yes, yes, that's one thing I completely left out that I wanted to touch on. Thank you. I would have completely forgot. Thank you, Mr. Stephen Toth. He's right. When you're creating the NFT, right? Like you go in, you link your wallet, and you can actually set a price for the NFT, like the digital image or whatever you're creating. You know, like if you want it to be sold for $10 or whatever, you can set the price, but you can also set a royalty on it, meaning the very first time you sell it, you're going to get the full, let's say you want to sell, you get $25 for this, I don't know, a digital picture of a T. Okay. So you want 25 bucks for it. Well, the very first time you sell it, you're going to get that money. It's yours. But you can set a royalty on it, like 10%, 15%, 20%, or whatever it is. Whereas every time it's resold afterwards, say like, you know, there's, I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but like if you're moving the digital image like through a game like Decentraland or something like that, where all these NFT systems are starting to showcase, every time it's sold after that, you get a 10% of the sale, and or 20%, whatever you set the royalties at. And then from now to the end of time, if this digital universe takes over and it becomes a thing, and you have items that you're creating now that end up being traded and moved and whatever throughout the digital universe, you get royalties on it the whole time. I think it's cool as shit, but it's also very strange. So I think we need to do some. I personally need to look into it some more. It's, you know, and they were saying one thing about it is, you know, it looks like it could be addictive and fun, and like creating NFT tokens and making these cool pictures and putting a bunch out there in case you know, make 1,000 of them in case one sells, and then you never know. But remember, there's gas fees and all this, and right now it looks like most of this is being built on the Ethereum network, and right now the Ethereum networks are high as hell. So if you're making just a simple NFT token, right? Let's say it's a picture of a T or something, and whatever it is, okay, and you want to get $10 for it, it's probably going to cost you $6 or $7 in gas fees to make it. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of taking off, and it's becoming something, and there's probably going to be other networks and blockchains and platforms to create these tokens on. Just like Cardano just announced that you're going to be able to construct and create NFT tokens on their platform, which are probably going to be much less than the Ethereum side right now. So that's a huge plus, and that's just one simple part of why Cardano and stuff is really taking off right now. But if you're interested in looking up, please do some research on NFTs and the weirdness around that whole universe, because it's strange but interesting. And look, if people want to buy something, there's going to be a market for it, right? I mean, just like I used to say a few weeks ago on the stream, if you have two identical pina coladas, okay, the same glass, made with the same ingredients, same temperature, and taste the same, but one's a $2, one's for sale for $2, and one's for sale for $10. Well, if the one for $10 sells, you know what you have? You have a $10 pina colada. You see what I'm saying? Then that all goes back to something's only worth what someone wants to pay for it. So if NFTs, if people are dishing out millions of dollars for these digital images, I mean, who am I to argue? Hell, I want to make some. Stephen Top says the NBA NFTs are doing amazing. Mr. David says, what's your thought on the XRP court case with the good news about the proof that the SEC talked to Coinbase? Yeah, like we said, we knew for weeks that it was probably going to work out in XRP's favor. Of course, in the court hearings, you know, anything can happen. But there was rumors and information coming out that it was looking good for XRP anyway. And I think it'll be a little while before you see it, you know, really take off. But ultimately, it's going to be positive news coming out of hearings or winner, whether they have to pay a fine and move on or whatever. But it doesn't look like it's going to be as severe as they initially thought. Mr. Mufon once again says, I do physical art. I use antique pocket watches to create art. I wonder if I could sell their images via NFT and supply the buyer with the physical. Probably, because like I said, with that sock website where they had implemented basically like if you own the sock NFT, you could redeem it for a sock. Like I said, I think it was more of a test, but it's working. So I'm still so new on all this, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. It sounds like that's kind of where they're going with it, but I think we'd have to really get some answers on that. Mr. Avery Meets World says he got into Harmony today. He's been researching and it looks very promising. I'm not familiar with it, so I'm definitely going to take some time and take a look at it whenever I have a chance. But if it's something you're interested in and your research has convinced you that it's something to look into and invest, well then congratulations. That's the name of the game. Mr. Peter Connor, welcome back, says Lynn just bought a Chainlink. Yeah, I'm very bullish on Chainlink. Obviously, the dip in the market has knocked it down a little bit, but let's take a quick look at Chainlink real quick. Oh, you know what? I lost my graphic when I lost my settings, but let me go take a look real quick on my own. I don't want to misspeak here. One of the few graphics I forgot to redo. Okay, so Chainlink right now is at $26.29, but where's the all-time high? I don't like this chart. It has an all-time high of $36.83, which was just 5 days ago. So right before the market crash or correction, whatever you want to call it, we were upwards of almost $37, and we are hovering right now at 26 bucks. So we were at all-time highs very, very, very recently, and I see no problem at least getting back to that with significant increase by the end of the year because of its case use and so many blockchains with smart contract capabilities that need to bring real-world data onto them will be using Chainlink. Mr. Mac Total Body Training. I'm in Cardano at 60 cents and bought again at 89. Do you think it's going to retrace under $1 again? I mean, it very well could be, but like we said, the Mary Hard Fork's coming out in 4 days. I would assume that most people that are familiar with Cardano and in the investment space and in the crypto space are going to want to try and get in before it officially converts and upgrades. You know, that would just be like the realist side of me from the outside looking in, thinking like, well, I don't want to wait till after it becomes better to buy in. So that, you know, we have seen some of that now. Obviously, you know, Cardano was you know, has seen incredible gains in the last month, so that might be part of it already. But I expect to see a little bit more positivity before the actual conversion or upgrade, I should say. Mr. Matt B says, what's the best place to purchase crypto in the United States? Well, there's a ton of options. Depending on which state you're in, you may be able to use Binance.us. I cannot. I'm in Louisiana. So I personally use Coinbase. I hold my VeChain and Exodus wallet, and I trade my Doge and VeChain and Cardano on KuCoin because I'm in the States and there are some regulation issues depending on where you are in the States. And of course, if you scroll down to the description, I have a link there for cold storage wallets, all the equipment I use on the stream if you guys are interested in that. And I have a KuCoin referral code as well as a Bradley Assassin merchandise link, that kind of stuff. So we got a ton of room for likes and subscribes, ladies and gentlemen. 227 viewers, 74 likes. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It is it's the only way the channel continues to grow. Also, if you guys want or are feeling like guinea pigs today, I think I'm gonna try and launch a little poll for the first time here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. I've personally never tried one yet, but I think I'm gonna try that right now. But before we get into that, and that kind of reminds me, if I can find it. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So that reminds me. Before we get into that, we're gonna run a little poll, suggested by Mr. Ian Ninja Defender. By the way, one of my very loyal moderators here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. He is very knowledgeable and incredibly generous with his time. So thank you again, my friend. But I want to show right before we get into that, because I do have to set it up. I want to remind everyone that's new to the channel here today. We have Bradley Assassin live streams every day where we report on crypto news and get our minds together, make better investment decisions and that sort of stuff. I'm also working on with a couple different companies trying to find the best deals possible for some mining equipment so that I can bring some deals to my community. And thirdly, we do have free giveaways here every week at the Bradley Assassin live stream. We've already given away over 2,000 Dogecoin, and this past Saturday we gave away a gator style Bradley Assassin face mask. Now I just wanted to remind everyone that this Friday, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time US, we will be giving away a Bradley Assassin custom hoodie. That's right, a brand new hoodie to one lucky subscriber. There's no cost involved. You simply just have to be a subscriber, which is obviously completely free. And for those that hadn't got to see that, we're going to go ahead. I created this today just as a reminder so everyone can get a little graphic onto what that's going to be about.
With Fundrise, the same kind of real estate investments that have powered the world's strongest portfolios for decades.
Hello, welcome everybody. I am the Bradley Assassin. You found the Bradley Assassin channel here at YouTube. Today is the giveaway announcement for our upcoming giveaway here during one of our live streams that we have every day here at the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel. This upcoming giveaway is for Friday, February 26th at 2 p.m. Central. And here are the details, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see here on the screen, Friday, February 26th, 2 p.m. Central Time, United States. The only stipulations I have are: 1, you must be a subscriber, completely free. You must be present to win. And as I said, the giveaway is during a live stream. So make sure you hop into the live stream, like and subscribe, turn on those notifications so that you know every time we go live, and also every time we launch a giveaway so you don't miss out on your chance at free merchandise and or coins. Sometimes we'll give away cryptocurrency. And of course, only one entry per subscriber. And without further ado, the prize for the upcoming giveaway this Friday is going to be a Bradley Assassin themed hoodie. That's right, a brand new in black color with the Bradley Assassin logo on the front, completely free to one lucky subscriber, that will be shipped to you and everything taken care of completely on me, from me, the Bradley Assassin, to you, for just to show some gratitude for supporting the Bradley Assassin live stream. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This coming Friday, February 26th, 2 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss when we launch, and you're in the live stream so you can get your chance to win a completely free Bradley Assassin hoodie this coming Friday. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye. So yeah, that was my little commercial that's currently being run on the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel. I wanted to make sure everyone was aware of what's happening tomorrow. And Mr. Mandrake asked if free shipping to Europe as well. Well, my understanding is, like I said, I've only done one giveaway so far, merchandise wise, but my understanding is that there are 2 distribution centers in the States and 1 in Europe. So I think it's I know that when I pay, like prepay for the winner, it does give an option for shipping, and I think it might be like a kind of a generalized shipping total. So I think it is, I really do think it is, and if not, I'll find a way to you know, to make it good. But I think it's supposed to be all automated and taken care of. But like I said, let me hop on over and see if I can start a poll. We're gonna test that out today. I don't even know what to ask because I didn't plan it. I just wanted to see if it would work. Okay, I'm gonna surprise everybody. I'm still here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to create this thing. Let's see here. And I'm trying to think. Okay, one more. Let's see. I don't have all the settings. It's gonna take me a second, but I'm still here. I'm just monitoring, trying to think of what I can do here. You want me to sign the hoodie? I can sign it. I can sign it. Okay, I think we're in a spot where I can try to launch this. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna put a 10-minute timer on it, or try to. Let's see if this works. Oh. Let's see if that works. I have a lot of trouble with YouTube and polls and giveaways sometimes, so it takes a little testing sometimes. It says use exclamation vote and then the word VChain, Cardano, XRP, Bitcoin, ETH, or Doge to vote. So let's see if this works. It's exclamation. Let's see if this works. I really hope it does. Yeah, it worked. It's working. That's cool, man. So it's exclamation vote and then space, and then you type the command either VChain, Cardano, XRP, Bitcoin, ETH, or Doge, and it looks like it's working. Yes, it's working. That's so cool. Okay, so let's see. I know I'm geeking out over something stupid, but watch how cool. I'm gonna switch to my display capture, ladies and gentlemen. And look, you can see it's actually in real time. Every time a vote is cast, it adjusts the results in real time. Right, this is cool, bruh. And then, okay, so we see we got 8 minutes left, and there's 8 votes right now. 10 votes. Ooh, that's sexy. All right. So yeah, and then so we're gonna let this run for a little while because the display capture doesn't always catch everything perfectly. But this is fine. It's working. So for the next 8 minutes or so, everyone can vote, and then in fact, let me take off those caps protects. It's messing some people up. So yeah, we're gonna run with that for a little while, and at the end of we got 7.5 minutes left. I think it should automatically close as I ran it for 10 minutes, and then it should announce the winner. So now that I know this works, we can do a cool little polls on I'll give it some more thought obviously next time, but it's fun to vote. It's very interactive, and Mr. Ian suggested it, and he was totally right. How do you vote? You simply type !vote and then the coin you want to vote on, and you can see the coin commands. It says !vote VChain, !Cardano, !XRP, Bitcoin, ETH, or Doge, and that's the options you have. And then if you enter the command correctly, it will simply let you know that you voted. Pretty slick. Just some interaction here at the Bradley Assassin live stream to kind of fill the space. Oh yeah, it's working, baby. Let me take a quick peek. We have there's one coin right now that's kind of winning. Oh, it's starting to even out a little bit. It's gonna be close. But yeah, please don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We're always trying to come up with cool things here at the Bradley Assassin live stream, so that our community stays involved and that sort of stuff. And just like the giveaways and then these little polls and stuff are fun. Of course, I'll come up with better voting, I guess, topics in the future, but this was just a test, and now that we know it works, very exciting. In fact, we can do polls on what people would like for me to give away. That'd be a fantastic poll, right? That way I'm not guessing, and I can know exactly what the community would like, and we'll start doing stuff like that, of course. All right, Mr. Mufon, take it easy, man. Thanks for giving me some views today. I appreciate it. Mr. Bill Dockett, the official announced fork date is March 1st. So in 4 days, Cardano will officially be executing the Merry hard fork and bringing in tons of upgrades. And I mean, it's gonna be very exciting. Right now is a very bullish time for Cardano. We're approaching 7,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. That's fantastic. We appreciate all the likes and the subs. Thank you, Mr. Tommy Orr. Yeah, man, it's cool. I enjoy doing stuff like that for the community, because without the views and the likes and the subs from everybody and the interaction, I wouldn't be doing it. It's because I could just do all the research myself and talk to myself and whatnot. But ultimately, if we end up helping people at least make better decisions or whatnot, and if the mining thing takes off, if I can get these companies to get on board with me, so I can bring some, I could help the companies make sales, and I could bring you guys deals, because right now it's so crazy expensive and so hard to get not just video cards, but everything associated with mining, motherboards are skyrocketing, everything. So hopefully, if all that takes off in the immediate future, things like that are just good for the channel and for the community, And I try not to be very clickbaity. I am jealous of all the other streamers that are killing it, but I'm a stickler. I'm relying on the fact that people can see through that, and ultimately the cream will rise to the top, and people will end up coming here and get the information that they deserve. Let's see here. What's the news with Coinbase from Mr. Nathan Sandborg? They officially announced today that they actually applied to go public. And Miss Stephanie Deaton with the $5 super chat. Dollar bill, y'all. for your mining series. Thank you, appreciate it, Miss Stephanie Deaton. Very generous of you. And yeah, I spent a long time yesterday and this morning trying to contact these companies. And the thing about it, one of the companies I contacted are in the States, and I've been a long time customer of them. So I'm trying to get in touch with them. The second company I contacted is out of Ireland. They do these case kits that come with like the motherboard, processor, hard drive, memory, fans, everything. So I really wanted to get in touch with them and hopefully can work something out with them. And then the third company I contacted is out of China, and that's the least favorite of the three that I've worked with before, but we'll see. It's all coming. But regardless, thank you for the super chat. My real name is Paul, Paul, but I go by the Bradley Assassin because I own 2 bakeries in South Louisiana, and I've been a long time gamer, and I'm a techie. So, and I like ninjas and the whole fantasy world. So it's kind of a mixture of being a career baker and everything. Super cool. And I don't know if you can tell, I point this out to a lot of people and most people don't even notice, but if you look at the logo, my nunchucks are loaves of bread. It's got a loaf of bread for a hip pack and a loaf of bread for a backpack. A lot of people don't notice that, but it's cool. It's cool nonetheless. All right. Do you make queen cakes? I've made just about every kind of cake you can think of, my friend, in the last 20 years. But I officially don't do specialty cakes anymore. I have a cake decorator now that does most of that work for me. I just don't have time to spend 3 days on making a custom fancy super cake, and then I could have been doing other things and making more money. You know, it was taking a ton of time. I wasn't being paid enough. And the area I'm in, people don't want to pay what they're paying in the big cities for those specialty cakes. So it was too much work for the money. Okay, so the poll has ended. It says you can no longer vote on this poll. Let's see. Trying to see it if they announce it, or maybe I have to go click it. But either way, we got another $5 super chat from Mr. Shank Azula. Only bad thing I can say about you is I wish you would stream longer. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. More flattering words from Mr. Zula. And $2 super chat from our old friend, Mr. Jason Dixon. Welcome back. He says, "What's up, brother? GME, Doge, Bitcoin to the moon." Thank you for the positive words and the super generous super chats from Mr. Shank Zula and Jason Dixon. Nice to see you coming back. Appreciate it, my friend. Did they announce the winner, or do I have to go click on it? Let me see something. I'm so excited. Did they announce it, or did I miss it? Okay, so it says you can no longer vote on the poll. I caught that. And then okay, so I see it, but it didn't announce it. I wonder if I have to hit complete. Let me go to the display capture in case when I hit complete it cuts it off. I don't want everyone to not see it. Okay, so this is my page. There were 31 votes, and Cardano was the winner with 15 votes. Doge came in second with 12 votes. VeChain with 2 votes, and Ethereum with 2 votes. So Bitcoin and XRP received no votes. So I'm going to hit complete, and let me see if it announces it. Let's see. Ah, it worked. It worked. That's so cool. I'm such a nerd. So it says Cardano was the most voted option of the poll with 48.39% of the votes. I'm gonna start running so many polls, y'all gonna get sick of me. That is cool, man. I don't know. I just, when something automated actually works, it's so nice. I don't know. It's so nice. So that was pretty much the guinea pig run, and it worked flawlessly. So that just means that I could start knocking some things out that I actually wanted to know that would have taken a stupid amount of work to write down and record. Like I can start doing polls on what prizes you guys would like to see me start giving away. We can do polls on I mean anything really, but stuff that, you know, when you take some time and think about it, that actually works as a utility to better the stream, then it's just amazing. So like I said, I know it's silly but it was my first time and it worked, and I like stuff like that. So thanks everybody. That was a nice little interaction right there. Very nice. Just like sliced bread. Nice one, Deadhead. Didn't you come up with another little kind of tongue-in-cheeky slogan kind of thing the other day that I thought was funny? Could be wrong, but I thought it was you. Something. Just someone in the channel the other day said some people were arguing about how Doge is down and the Elon Musk tweets are affecting it as much, and we were kind of going back and forth. You know, I was saying that it does, they were saying it didn't, and then someone said my money's on the guy that builds rockets. I want to make a shirt that's got Elon's face with like a Dogecoin thing, and on the back says my money's on the guy that builds rockets. And it's true, you know, clearly he's doing something right. I thought that was funny. Yes, Mr. Caster 4203, it was officially confirmed today that the Merry hard fork for Cardano is happening March 1st. So in 4 days, ladies and gentlemen, we officially will be upgrading and or changing over, or however you want to put it, to the Merry hard fork, and fantastic things are coming for Cardano. So we fully expect to see some all-time highs in the near future. All right. Yo, wow. Okay, so 120 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Not too bad for 181 viewers. Appreciate the interaction. Mr. Don asks, what's bigger FOMO right now, Cardano or Doge? Right now, I would definitely have to lean towards Cardano, because Doge has been, while battling a little bit more of a steady decline, you know, as we're waiting for the developers to come out and at least let us know what they're planning for the coin. So it's a little bit stale right now, I guess is the right word. Even though there have been a couple of major exchanges announced in South Korea, and I think maybe, what was the other one, India, or someone said earlier, that started accepting Doge in the last 48 hours, which definitely helped and had brought some more eyes and excitement to Dogecoin. But anytime you have a major project, like we're talking a top 5 project in the crypto space, announce a hard fork with the improvements and you know, new things coming to the coin stuff, anytime something like that happens, it's got to be the more bullish of the two. I'm mining bread. India, thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, so yeah, anytime that's fantastic. It is. I'm not taking away from it. That's exactly what we need. But in the immediate, I mean, you have a hard fork coming on Cardano in 4 days. So my personal opinion and my thoughts on that is that I would think right now it's leaning towards Cardano, and that's just, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, obviously, but it just seems like that would be the expected answer. Mr. V-Chain Baby says, that poll shows what horse everyone's backing, and I don't have any Cardano. I feel sad now. Well, like I said, you guys know how I feel about VeChain. So if I could have voted, I would have voted VeChain. But in the immediate, it's hard not to have all eyes on Cardano, I have to admit. Welcome back, Mr. Josh Duga. We got a lot of news today, my friend. In fact, it might be a good time to do a second coin market recap of the day, and then we'll touch on all the topics that we broke into the stream with. So if everyone's cool with that, we will pop into coin market cap recap right quick. Okay, let me interact. And here we go. This is a coin market cap recap that we do every day here at the Bradley Assassin live stream, multiple times throughout the day. And as you can see right now, the coin market cap, the market cap in the entire crypto space is sitting at $1,468 billion, and Bitcoin at $898 billion puts the coin at $47,800. Ethereum in the number 2 spot at $1,500. Binance Coin in the number 3 spot at $241. Tether, the dollar coin, at $1, of course. And in the number 5 spot, the aforementioned Cardano at $1.10. Polkadot at number 6 at $32. XRP in the number 7 spot at 45 cents. Litecoin in the number 8 spot at $185. And in the number 9 spot, we have Chainlink at $25.54. And rounding out the top 10 is Bitcoin Cash at $511.97. And some other coins of note that we often discuss here at the Bradley Assassin live stream are Stellar Lumens at 39 cents, Uniswap at 24.16, the ultra popular Dogecoin at 5.1 cents. Moving down, we've got Tron at 4.6 cents, Theta at $3.02, and my number one favorite long-term investment that I think is a fantastic buying opportunity right now is VeChain at just touched 3.999 cents. So officially at about 4 cents, ladies and gentlemen. And another coin I'm invested in that we also have some news on today is the Graph, down to $1.74. Really down over the last few days, but still I like the Graph. And moving on, let's pop on back to the mainstream first. And then we will pop on over to our display capture so we could touch on the news that I have pulled up for everyone. Okay, so here we have, this is from FX Street, Mr. Lorenzo Stroh. I like FX Street. They update often. I like to keep up with their stuff, and their announcement today was Cardano price is primed for new all-time highs as ADA protocol prepares for a new upgrade. And of course, it says Cardano has fully confirmed that it will launch the Mary upgrade on March 1st. Cardano will support native tokens and multi-assets in this next upgrade. The update should have a positive effect on Cardano price, potentially pushing it to new all-time highs. And they go on to say how they're going to allow NFT token creation with this Mary hard fork. And we discussed NFTs a little bit earlier in all its unusual glory. But moving on, we have more news here from businesswire.com. Says global crypto investment fund FD7 ventures to sell $750 million worth of Bitcoin to increase Cardano and Polkadot holdings. So that's just a company letting the public know that they're moving some of their Bitcoin capital into Cardano and Polkadot. And obviously, I'll focus on this article because it was just some people moving into Cardano. Okay, moving on to the Graph news. Again, from Mr. Lorenzo Stroh of FX Street, says the Graph opened for trading on HIT BTC, increasing the odds for a Graph price to surge by 15%. And it says that it has strong resistance at $2.03. And of course, we just saw that it was sitting at about $1.78 or so. But it's just some good news to mention for the Graph that another exchange has open trading for it. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, and fourthly, some major Chainlink news. Chainlink promises 10x data with new off-chain reporting overhaul. And they were announced an overhaul that they've been working on for a long time that's going to allow 10 times the amount of data, supposedly more reliable and more efficient, coming in a form of off-chain, what they call it, off-chain reporting. So already the leader in the space of bringing real-world data and real-time data onto smart contracts, announcing that they've developed a way to make it 10 times faster and I guess more effective and more reliable or accurate, is just going to propel the case use of Chainlink, that's already leading the space, probably into more of a monopoly of the Oracle space, in my opinion. And then moving on, someone asked about the Coinbase news, and of course today Coinbase officially filed for public offering. We knew they were going public, but today they officially filed. So that was the news on Coinbase today. And something else in the crypto space, JP Morgan says investors could make Bitcoin 1% of portfolios. And while we kind of knew this was coming for a while, and it probably has been in place for a while, I guess they just wanted to make it official. And this is pretty substantial, because a lot of your older money and your financial firms, where your industrial money, you know, like institutional money, I should say, in the form of investment firms and hedge funds and stuff like that, a lot of their diversified portfolios are very reliant on stocks and that sort of stuff, and we're kind of turned a blind eye to the crypto space because of what it is. It's new and they didn't understand it and stuff like that. But the fact that JP Morgan Chase and Company is a massive player, obviously, to say the least, and the fact that they're potentially going to start diversifying 1% of the portfolios into crypto is a very fantastic news for the space. And I found this and reported on it because this was super strange. I thought it would make interesting discussion at least. But this is reported on Yahoo Finance, so this is the real deal. It says a crypto exchange asks customers to return Bitcoin after selling it at an 88% discount. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. It says, what happened? It says the largest crypto exchange in Southeast Asia, Philippines-based PDAX, experienced a technical failure that led to Bitcoin trading at $6,000, an 88% discount to its current price. And then, of course, it says, following the incident, PDAX asked its customers to return their Bitcoins, threatening legal action. Wow. And then if you move down, it says, Rafael Padilla, an attorney representing the affected users, are currently locked out of their accounts, commented on the issue on Facebook. And then he says, our client's trade transaction was legitimate under applicable laws, decided cases, and of course, according to PDAX's very own terms and conditions / user agreements. So it seems as though these people that took advantage of a technical glitch were in line with legalities, and this is probably going to get pretty ugly before it gets better. But definitely interesting stuff, to say the least, isn't it? All right. Let's see. Doobie School asks, whenever it comes up in chat, do you know anything about Auction Coin? It came on Binance yesterday. Unfortunately, my friend, I do not. But I do know that you can like and subscribe for free, if you guys don't mind smashing those buttons. Turn on notifications too if you go ahead and subscribe. That way you'll know every time I go live, which we go live here every day at the Breadless Assassin live stream, and you won't miss out on your opportunities to join in the discussion and or when we have free giveaways. Backpack Jacks asks, will Ether recover or should I sell for ADA? Ether's gonna recover, yes. And anytime you move out of a coin such as Bitcoin or Ethereum that are stable and have just such promising times ahead, it's very risky. I understand what you're getting at, and I'm actually not even going to disagree with you there. but it's hard to pull the trigger on something like that. But I'm not disagreeing with that assessment at all. Mr. Money Bates Prod says 88 breakout on its way. Yeah, we think so too, my friend. Mr. David asks, where do you think XRP will go after they win this court case? Well, we touch on that often with XRP, and I've said before that if they come out of the court case winners and everything seems to be fine and whatnot, I think it'll take a little bit of time for the institutional money to come back in place and everything to get right with them. But I still think it can approach $1 by the height of the altcoin season, and probably more, honestly. I often say that in January of 2018, XRP had an all-time high of around $3.50, and realistically, it was a bit higher than that. I think it had like flashed up to like just under $4. So it's got a ton of room to grow. It's going to take some time to get the capital back into the market after they redeem themselves, so to speak. Right, Avery Meets World. I know those companies are so, you can't even take what they say seriously. That's why when Janet Yellen and them come out trashing the space and Bitcoin, they're just puppets. I ignore what they say. They just come throwing FUD so that the government can improve their positions. They want our coins because they missed out on the crypto space once already, and they know now not to do it again because so they those people come with their FUD and their garbage, and nobody wants to hear that. What Janet be yelling? Bitcoin. Doo 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 doo. I am a nightmare walking. How's the weather? The weather it's about in the low 70s outside right now, but a little gloomy. But we'll take it. We were 19 degrees a week ago. Ian says, by the way, I'm making a track with the audio. Yeah, do it, bruh. Do it. Do it. Let's see what we got. Up to 137 likes. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Yeah, Doge is definitely consolidating on a decline, if that's a thing. But those exchanges that started accepting it recently, that's all that helps. All of that really helps. I'm so excited for what the developers come out and announce their planning for Dogecoin, because if it is something impactful and significant, there's going to be some FOMO once again coming into Dogecoin. I can guarantee you that. I think everyone's kind of just sitting on their thumbs waiting to see which way it's going to go. What's my music inspiration from the Deep South? JT? No, I like JT. I have to admit the guy, he seems like a guy it's hard not to like, right? I mean, he just seems like a fun dude. So, especially, I'm a big Saturday Night Live fan, or I used to be. I think it's kind of junk now. The only thing good about Saturday Night Live is Andy Samberg. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. But you can just watch from the previous years how he laughs at himself. He makes fun of himself. He seems like a cool guy. But personally, I am a classic country buff. I love like 70s and 80s country music, a lot of 90s country music too, but I'm a huge classic country guy. And I love 80s music. I love classic rock, but I can't get into, I kind of like all stuff, but if you put a gun to my head and have me choose, it would be classic country. Yeah, Norm Macdonald, that was when things were real. That's when things were good at SNL, man. When he did the news, people watched. Oh yeah, George Strait. He's my number one. You know that guy has almost 70 number one hits. Yeah, that doesn't even sound right. That dude's that's a legend. That's why they call him the man. Mr. Avery Meets World says, that's awesome. I lived in Texas for 3 years while enlisted, and it turned me into a country lover. Yeah, I always say country music is some of they tell stories. It's some of the best written music ever. And a lot of this new stuff, I can't even turn on. I can't even listen to the radio anymore. It's like, it's just garbage. Most of it. V-Chain Baby says, have everyone watched that film, The Big Short? Yes, with Christian Bale. That's a fantastic movie. Please watch The Big Short, especially if you, ladies and gentlemen, are obviously interested in finance in some fashion. You guys would really enjoy The Big Short. Good call on that, V-Chain Baby. I was drunk. Day my mom got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain. I told y'all I wouldn't sing anymore. Let's see. Quick recap from Miss Annette Davis. Will the fork be available on all Cardano exchanges? Yeah, well, whenever a coin or a coin hard forks or goes through a system upgrade, stuff like that, it's universal. What you'll probably see on your exchange and or your wallet will be like, it'll probably say it's under maintenance or something like that, but that's gonna be for everyone. It's nothing to worry about. Once it gets back online and everything is executed, it'll just go back to normal. You won't notice it really, but on the developmental side and what it starts to offer in terms of production and stuff like that, you'll notice it in the price. Luke Bryan, yeah, some of Luke Bryan's earlier stuff, but he kind of turned into like a media slut. So I don't. New Country is bad, bro. I call it hick hop. Get it? Hick hop. It's bad. It's real bad. Like, I can't listen to hardly any of it. The only saving grace for country in the last few years is people like Chris Stapleton and your people that are trying to at least show some respect and be show some like an homage to the country at one time. But Kenny Chesney, yes, I really like Kenny Chesney. But yeah, Luke Bryan, some of his early stuff was catchy and it was cool, and then all of a sudden he just sold out and whatever. I know the ladies like him, but whatever, he's alright, I guess. I wish I had his money. I'd invested in crypto. Pop country is garbage. Thank you, Josh Duga. I didn't want to be the only one. It's bad, bruh. It's bad. Hick hop. Bad. You know what I have to say? Some people could disagree with me, but that's all right. There was a movie that came out a few years ago called Country Strong, with Gwyneth Paltrow and Tim McGraw. And there's a dude in it. He's a really famous actor now. At the time, he wasn't very well known. But Garrett Hedlund, the dude's played in quite a few things. Young guy, good looking dude, like great actor. And he learned to play the guitar for that role and sung all his parts. And you can actually go download or just look up Garrett Hedlund from that album and there's from that movie and the soundtrack. He's got like 8 or 9 songs. And I tell you what, I find myself listening to that dude from that soundtrack more often than not. He's a talented dude. So if you guys are interested in finding some like random obscure stuff like that, I'm your man. Okay, and we at the 1 hour 28 minute mark on the stream. We'll try and run for the full 2 hours today, since I had to cut it short yesterday with I wanted to get going on that the mining stuff and start trying to contact some of my suppliers. Well, not my suppliers, but potential suppliers, I guess. So I'm just waiting to hear back from all those people. But yeah, so we got 30 minutes left. So y'all want to play that game again? I know the numbers are real down today on the stream, but we'll do that. We'll go for another 30 minutes or 250 likes. How's that? We at 146, so we'll do that. 30 minutes or 250 likes. That's fair because we only have 160 people in here, so I'm not expecting to hit it. Let's see. Let me catch up real quick. Mr. T-Bed Move On, we still going? Yeah, we still going. Who won the vote? Cardano won the vote, my friend, at a 48% clip. Second was Dogecoin at I don't know, but I don't remember the percentage, but Cardano won the vote. All right, so let's see. Bitcoin sitting at 48.4, Ethereum at 15.25, VeChain 4.1, Cardano $1.12, Doge 5.1. Pretty normal stuff for the day. Not swinging either way too much. Mr. PT MILF. All right. Do you think March we might get some movement from VeChain after the Chinese New Year? Yes, March is actually expected to be a huge month for VeChain. As I had seen somewhere a while back, and I can't find it again, but it looked like the first quarter they were expecting to finalize or move towards finalizing VeChain 2.0, the proof of authority 2.0. It said end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. So I think the consensus amongst people that have some inside information, it looks very well like March could bring VeChain 2.0, as well as what else was the bring the DeFi, and a lot of the DeFi that's coming to VeChain is, I think, is reliant, and they're waiting on proof of authority 2.0 because they're not going to want to build or launch it and then have to go back and change it again after 2.0 comes into place. So those could probably happen back to back or within a few weeks of each other. And not to mention, I think there are over like 1,200 projects waiting for the POA 2.0 with VeChain, so that they don't want to go on board now and then have to make changes. So it looks like there's a good chance March is just going to be crazy for VeChain. Nick Johnson, I couldn't agree with you more, my friend. Mr. Scott Craiglow says, I'm also grabbing Crow coins. They burn 70 billion to make themselves more decentralized. I got VeChain in the dip. Yeah, I heard that about Crow coins. I heard they're burning a significant amount. So that's always good for a coin. But I explained DeFi in a few words. DeFi is difficult to explain, to say the least. Basically, decentralized finance is a way to take advantage of the significant annual percentage yields on coins, or I guess in a way interest rate, but it's basically yields. And what they're doing there, I don't even know personally. Like, I've never done it myself. I've just researched it, and it basically looks like they developed a way to trade in and out of or into coins that generate like these crazy amounts of yields, so that they're getting either rewards or percentage gains, like substantial gains, and just making doing very, very well with it. I'm with you. I don't fully understand. I've never done it myself. I don't trade in that way. I just buy and hold for like long-term investments. So what's happening is, initially, like with the Ethereum network, the fees were so high, people were really frustrated, crazy stuff, like a few $100s for trades, depending on how much coin you were moving. So that's why the Binance Smart Chain really took off. The Binance Smart Chain implemented DeFi on their network with at significantly less fees. So a lot of people moved from the Ethereum network over to the Binance Smart Chain so they can continue to do those. You have to do a lot of trading. There's a lot involved. So the Ethereum fees were destroying the DeFi space on Ethereum network. So whenever the Binance Smart Chain, it blew up, and you saw how it's been blowing up, and like Pancake's been blowing up. So it allows all the trading that they need to be done, but at a significant lower cost, therefore making it valuable to them, more valuable than trying to do it on the Ethereum network. But a lot of things are happening with that. Like, that's why we're so excited for Cardano. Cardano is going to be implementing a DeFi, and then VeChain's bringing in DeFi as well. So those things significantly improve coin values and coin volume. So that's why, I mean, Cardano among other things, and then VeChain among other things. But that's all coming into the two spaces there. That's why we're very excited. I wish I had a more detailed answer for you where I could actually show you what's being done. But because I don't do it personally, I don't want to mislead you in any way. Avery Meets World asks, would you ever think about having a patron with the community to talk about up and coming altcoins or projects? Yeah, I'm not against anything like that. I have a Discord, but it's still not fully converted over from when I was a gaming channel the last year or so. I used to stream Magic the Gathering competitively on Twitch, and a lot of it was set up there. So there's some adjustments that need to be made so that my Discord community can get back up and running. Three go to town. All right. Think there'll be a time we can mine Doge from an Elon Musk Starlink? Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. The internet connection isn't as damning and as your actual equipment. Obviously you need a decent internet, but you can still pull it off. I know people that mine on Wi-Fi and stuff. A lot of people do. So it can definitely be done. DCHSL says, hey, what do you think is a realistic price end of the year for Cardano if all goes planned and it keeps catching up to ETH? Well, coming into the year, a lot of the experts and the consensus was that it can approach $1 coin. So obviously we saw what that happened with that. I have no problems thinking Cardano can reach between $2 and $3 coin, and that's being very conservative. A lot of people are looking at the $3 to $5 mark, but if Cardano approaches a $3 coin at some point this year, which I really think it can, I think everything has been going right for it. Will Ethereum work on their gas fees? Well, I have to say they had a rebrand lately. The Matic network, I think they rebranded to Polygon. They're bringing in a whole new layer for Ethereum, which I think is going to substantially lower or affect the gas fees, and that has to be done. Like, that has to be done. It's not an option for coins and projects. Like, oh, it'd be great, No, it has to be done. So you guys might want to take a look at Matic. I think recently rebranded to Polygon. As far as an investment opportunity, please do your own research, but they're bringing in new layers to at least the Ethereum network, and you'll probably see it being implemented in a ton of projects, which I would assume henceforth would generate some more value for the coin. It could kind of be like a not a sleeper. I mean, a lot of people know what it is, but it's going to be something that's going to be implemented in a lot of projects. Because something has to be done about the Ethereum fee. Absolutely something has to be done. Mr. T-Bay Mufon says Ethereum gas fees are freaking insane. I have $75 in Ether trapped right now on MetaMask. Can't do anything with it. Yeah, it's some, you know, that's why Matic, aka Polygon, whatever. That's why it's gonna be very important, and why it's looking so promising, because, you know, Ethereum's Ethereum. You know, there's so many things built on it now. It's not really going anywhere. But if they want to continue to contend with all these projects and coins developing their own blockchains, you know, such as VeChain, Cardano, and stuff like that, with the lower fees, that Matic's going to be important. Mr. Bob Hawk says, why does Coinbase not allow me to invest in XRP? Coinbase had removed XRP a couple months ago, whenever they got in some heat over the SEC regulations. So it was just simply removed so that they wouldn't have to battle any legality issues in the future. It could very well be reinstated once their name is cleared. Mr. Don says, I'm trying to see what's a better play for me. VeChain's tempting at the current price, and to stake it. Yes, in fact, I told everyone the day we had the crash, so to speak, that I had on Monday. I had deposited some funds into my Coinbase account, and of course I have to wait 6 days for the funds to clear. But as soon as they do, I'm buying more VeChain, because I'm expecting, even though I do own Cardano and I love Cardano right now, but at the price point that we can continue to get in on VeChain, I'm looking for some substantial. Once this information and things start happening with VeChain next month, I think I'll have regretted not coming in again at 4 cents like it is right now. And I could be wrong. I mean, absolutely. I'm, like I always say, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm certainly not an expert. And please never invest more than you can afford to lose. But that's my personal opinion. I feel strongly enough to put my money where my mouth is. And if it works out, fantastic. If it doesn't, well, I warned everyone, you know. Your money. Welcome back, Eddie B. Good to see you, my friend. Eddie B was one of our previous winners, ladies and gentlemen, of 1,000 Dogecoins. So hopefully we catch everybody here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time for the Bradley Assassin hoodie giveaway. What crypto do I think is the biggest to fail and burn in the near future? Well, that's impossible to say, really, because I know where you're going and I know what you're looking for, but the truth is you don't know how far something's going to fall, because you don't know like what the individuals are planning on the development team. And I'll explain what I mean real quick. There was a coin in a project that I was invested heavily in. Well, not heavily, but I was invested in a few years back that I thought was amazing. Everything about it made perfect sense. It was called the Graph, or a Graph, I should say. Graph, Graft. I know they have the Graph now, but this is something unrelated. It was Graft, Graft. And Graft was a program or a blockchain project that was working with Verifone, the credit card console company, you know, that swipes the cards. And they were going to implement a way, and this is 2 or 3 years ago, you know, for you to spend your current cryptocurrency, and it was going to convert it at Verifone and do everything for you. And I was like, man, that's what needs to happen for adoption. That's what's keeping, you know, brick and mortar stores from adopting crypto. And I was all about it, and it looked amazing. And then after some time, one of the developers just 86 just left and went with another project, and then the developers that were left didn't have the funding, and so they left too, and now it's just a dormant project and nothing's happening with it. So even when these projects look amazing, everything seems to be going their way and it looks like the future, if you're restricted to and are reliant on the development team, that's why the VeChain project is so appealing to me, because Mr. Sonny Liu and his development team are just as good as marketing and socializing, you know, with the public and the other potential customers and clients as they are on the development side. But so when stuff like that happens, you're gonna just become dormant and tumble, and it's gonna be useless and just stale. But it's very hard to know. I mean, any project that is active and working to progress, I think is going to be okay in the long run. Is just be able to sort the cream, you know, to sort out the those from those that aren't is difficult. Scott Craiglow says, I'm 9 months into my beard. If Doge hangs at 5 cents and stays consistent, then I'll keep growing it. Doge beard challenge. Amp, though I'm not too familiar with, unfortunately. And we're officially at the 1 hour 45 minute mark. I said I'd go to 2 hour mark or 250 likes. So let's smash that like button, smash that sub button, and see where we end up. Welcome back, Mr. Richard Resendez. Welcome back, Mr. Jake Davies. We got about 15 minutes left in the stream, unless we hit 250 likes. But it looks like we're going to get to the 2 hour mark once again today. And then we got Mr. Feathers asking, is $1.10 a bad buy for ADA? Well, I mean, obviously this is near an all-time high, and normally we always I mean, the consensus is that you never want to invest at all-time highs. But in this particular case, you do have the Mary hard fork coming officially in 4 days on March 1st. So getting in now might just be, you know, a preemptive purchase in anticipation of more gains. And it, you know, we are expecting Cardano to approach a $2 to $3 coin at some point this year. So I guess ultimately it's not really a bad purchase right now, even though it looks like it's at near all-time highs. Thanks, buddy. That's a mail from some people I don't know. All right. Thank you, Mr. Sean Schaefer. Yeah, we try and keep it real. I usually don't let information out that isn't confirmed. You know, I'm not a clickbaity type stream. I'm not a rumor type stream. I know all that stuff is fantastic for views and whatnot, and I am a little jealous. I ain't gonna lie to some of these people out there, but I'm hoping that if we continue to just do what we're doing, that we will receive the attention we are deserving, and that we can continue to grow. Because like I said, I'm also in I've contacted 3 different companies this morning in hopes of getting some deals on some cryptocurrency mining parts, because right now it's so difficult to get, and if you can get it, it's crazy expensive. So if I could work something out with these companies, and my camera's messed up. If I could work something out with these companies, I think am I going the wrong way? Yeah, so if I could work something out with these companies like I have planned, you know, we'll see where that leads us. Can't fix my camera right. Green screen's messed up back there. Okay, anyway, I kind of lost track trying to fix my camera right there. Eddie B suggesting Digibyte. Mr. Scott Craiglow says, I'm hoping ADA dips a little bit personally so I can buy ADA, VeChain along with Chainlink. Seem to be making moves. Yes, those are obviously coins I'm all invested in and that we focus a lot here on the stream. So I'm with you, my friend. Stephen Todd says, I need a fog machine and lasers. Just run high energy music the whole time and fist pump. VeChain for life. Ding, 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 ding. People would comment to the stream and be like, bro, what's this dude doing? And people watch this cat. You know how crazy that would be? Lasers and shit. There's some confusing shit if you just roll into the stream and don't normally watch us. Yeah, see, I got my backgrounds. Oh, I see why. It's casting a shadow. Hold on. I got something for that. Did that fix it? I think not really. I work so hard on these stupid things. All right, Mr. Ian says I just bought 3140 of PARs of perks. Congratulations on that. I bought a little bit too a couple days ago. I want more, but for me to buy perks, I have to deposit into MetaMask and then convert it with Uniswap, and the Ethereum fees are killing me. So I do what I can, you know. I gotta fix that green screen back there. It's irking me. Casting a shadow and it's messing up my chill. Thoughts on Coinbase IPO? I think it's gonna be valuable. I think it's gonna be valuable. I just don't know if it's gonna be really high initially and then settle and then go back up, or vice versa. So ultimately, I'm holding at first, but I'm gonna be monitoring it. Ian's got almost 1 million perks. I'm jealous. I couldn't get it to. Like I said, the Ethereum fees are just so bad. But I'd like to get about 500,000 perks and just hold. But most of any extra I come across now is going into VeChain. Stephen Toth, welcome back, my friend. Not yet. I know I keep saying that. In fact, you know what? Let me move them to the top of the list, because some of the other coins that were suggested by members, I haven't seen them back. So I'm putting yours at the top of the list, and I'm looking at them tonight. I'll circle them. They're gonna get looked at tonight, my friend. And we got 8 minutes left, or 250 likes. We're currently at 173 likes. So it looks like we're gonna hit the 2-hour mark once again, ladies and gentlemen. Working overtime. No, you're right, Mr. Toth. I'm gonna check tonight. I moved them to the top of the list. Mr. Sean Schaefer, any thoughts on CRO? CRO is looking very bullish as well. Obviously, it's a very strong company, making moves, advertisement side, and what they're offering in terms of the cards they're offering. You know, all that side of the actual physical case use. Also, someone mentioned earlier about the coin burn off that they're implementing and stuff like that. So all of those things looking very good for CRO. What's not looking good is my green screen, though. About to lose it over here. I gotta run some extra lighting, I guess. Already got Donald Trump suntan from all these lights in the studio, trying to make this stream look good. What's my Chainlink in the year prediction? I've said $75 a few times here on the stream, and I'm gonna stick to it, because I'm not gonna let a recent dip skew my outlook for one of my two favorite coins in the crypto space. And I'm being conservative from some people's expectations, so I'm gonna stick to at least $75. Oh, those just fell under 5 cents. You gotta shave your beard. Looks like we got some sell volume hitting. Welcome Spain. Welcome Spain. Yeah, Doge has been on a kind of a steady decline. Obviously, I mean, it had to go through that dip like all other coins, but let me check my Twitter real quick. I didn't check that today. Okay, let me just triple check Mr. Elon Musk, make sure I don't miss anything there. Doesn't look like it. Okay. How low do I think Doge will go before it climbs back up? Again, that's speculation. It's so difficult to know, especially since you know, there are those large wallets in place that Mr. Elon Musk had suggested need to be sold. So, you know, it's looking like things might get worse before they get better in the case of Dogecoin. But as far as predicting a low price, I really don't know. All I can tell you is that if it falls below 4 cents again, you're going to see a lot of purchase orders being triggered. So I think it would quickly rebound at least to the 5 cent mark. Well, I lost my page. All right, there we go. All right. Phantom, I'm not familiar with. And we got about 4 minutes left on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to just go over the things that we normally go over every day at the end of a stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. If you scroll down to the description, I have a link where you can purchase a cold storage wallet if you're looking for something like that. I have links to all the equipment I use here at the studio, KuCoin referral code, and a link to the Breadless Assassin merchandise page. We have tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central we'll officially be giving away a Breadless Assassin hoodie. So make sure you're here for that. So if you do subscribe, make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss when we go live. For those that are interested in what the hoodie looks like, this is it right here. This is the hoodie we will be giving away tomorrow. It's black in color with the Breadless Assassin logo on the front. So make sure you're here for that. During the live stream, you have to be here at the live stream and you have to be a subscriber, both completely free. So make sure you don't miss that. And also, like I said, I'm still waiting to hear back on those companies so that I can try and get some deals on some mining equipment for everyone here in the community. Also, don't forget we have the new video series upcoming for mining. Hopefully I can get some parts in so that we can go through a mining series of videos that I'm going to be putting out very shortly. All right. Okay, and that's about it. Looks like about 2 minutes left, so we're gonna actually push to the 2-hour mark just because I said we would. But everything went pretty well today. I'd like to thank everyone for the views, likes, subs. I'd like to thank everyone for the participation today. Question and answer was fantastic. Everything seemed to roll pretty smoothly with the stream. Okay, and we did have the successful poll that we ran for the first time today. So now that we know those work, that's pretty exciting for me because now I can run polls to find out what people want on the stream and, you know, that sort of stuff. A little bit more intuitive so that I can get the information without having to, you know, do it old-fashioned way, and it'll be much more accurate and bring a little bit better content to the stream that way. Why does the market keep crashing? Well, the market goes up and down. We saw that. We had a 20% improvement yesterday over the day before. So it's going to move up and down. Pretty normal stuff. I'm concerned at what it's going to look like in September and October. Right? But that's officially it for now. Like I said, we went over everything at the end of the stream, so we should be pretty clear to just take off. But if anybody needs anything in the meantime, you guys can contact me on Twitter or Facebook or all of our social medias. And in the meantime, I'll keep pushing to try and get those mining videos out. And but first I got to get those companies in tune to see which companies want to work with me. But it's all in process. I'm looking very excited for it. And that's it for now. Thanks everybody. Stay safe, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Don't forget, giveaway tomorrow.